Hi and welcome to lesson 6 of our series of lessons on using yoga to bring you into the present moment, into what's happening right now and away from your mind and all the thoughts and directions that it can take you in. So bringing yourself back into your body, back into your heart. Our lesson today is on building strength and stamina in your body. So we're going to be working with the warrior postures. Again, it's a shorter class, 20 minutes long, and we'll go through some really good preps and stretches before we go into our warrior posture. So the first thing you're going to need is a stretchy band, and you may need a cushion if you want to use it for when you come into your hamstring stretch. So we're just going to pop those to one side and bring yourself down onto your mat to lie down. And just finding some length through your body, taking your shoulders away from your ears, just pushing through your heels. And begin to just focus on your breath, just letting each exhalation let your body sink down into the mat, just noticing what you're holding, and then let it go as you exhale. And then starting to draw your attention down to your hands. You're going to bring your palms to face uppermost. It's really important that your palms stay in this position as you move your hands behind you. So we're going to inhale, raise up. Can you see how my palms are facing backwards? Take your awareness to your fingertips and draw them towards the floor. And you start to get a stretch into your upper back, just lengthening out through your upper back, pushing your lower back down into the mat. Chin is towards your chest. And just lengthen through. Take a few breaths here. Just opening up your upper back. And then on your next inhalation, raise your arms up. And then bringing them down towards the floor. So I'm just going to reach for my sash. I'm going to put my pillow under my... Feels more comfortable for me. And I'm going to come into the hamstring stretch. So I'm going to raise my feet up first of all. So bring your feet so they're flat on the mat. Take the sash around your left foot. And put your leg out. So you'll be familiar with this stretch by now, knowing that you engage your core as you exhale. So drawing your abdominal muscles back towards your spine. As you exhale, and then as you just draw your leg up. And just feeling into your hamstring stretch, into a comfortable, but bordering on challenging stretch for you. Don't want to push it too much. If your leg is shaking, just allow it to release down. And then just bending at the knee, relaxing your leg down, and we'll go over to the opposite side. So taking your sash around your foot, straightening your leg out, abdominal muscles are drawn back towards your spine, and you inhale and just pushing up and just being aware if you're doing this class first thing in the morning that your hamstrings might be a little bit tighter than if you were doing it later in the day. So just be kind to your body. Notice how you feel and what's the right stretch for you, the time of day that you're doing the class. Just a couple more breaths here. And then bending down at your leg, just pop your sash over to your side. And then rolling over onto your side. We're going to start to do some glute stretches now. So you can just have your hands, mine are quite comfortable being out here, or if you want to just rest them either side of your body, whatever feels right for you. Taking your awareness to your core muscles and just draw your abdominal muscles back towards your spine. And then we're just going to inhale and lift the leg. Exhale, lower. So we're going to inhale this time, hold for 10 seconds. And lower down. One more time, holding for 10 seconds. Just starting to get into the gluteus medius. Just strengthening those glutes for our posture. Great. And then lowering your leg down. And then we're going to come into a gluteus maximus stretch now. So you're going to come onto your belly. You might want to just pop your cushion away. Just bringing your forehead to the mat. Just allow your feet to be flat onto the floor. Taking your awareness to your right foot. You're just going to put the toes on the floor and just lift your knee away from the mat. And just tighten your glutes. And again, hold for 10. And then lower. We'll do that one more time. Holding for 10. And lower. And then bending at the knee. You're going to bring your foot so it's flat towards the ceiling and lift using your core and hold for 10. So this is much stronger. If it's too strong for your back, just carry on with the previous stretch that we did. Holding for 10. And then lower. One more time using your core. Draw your abdominal muscles back towards your spine. And then release. And then just using your hands to push up. We're going to do both of those stretches on the opposite side. So if you want to bring your head down, just grab my pillow. Knees are up at 45 degrees. And then you're just going to lift. Using your core, hold for 10 seconds. And lower. Engaging your core, lifting up, holding for 10. And lower. Last time. Excellent. And then lowering your leg down, we'll come into the gluteus maximus stretch, or strengthen, should I say. And then you're just going to bring your hands down. So your left leg now, bringing your toes to the mat, lifting the knee away from the mat, squeezing into your glutes, holding for 10. And look. And again. Toes come down to the mat, lift the knee away from the floor. Core is engaged, squeezing the glutes, holding for 10. And lower. And either sticking to that same movement if you want to increase the stretch, just making sure that your foot is flat towards the ceiling. We're going to start to lift your leg using your core. Squeeze into the glutes. We're going to hold for 10. And lower. Core is engaged. Inhale, lift. Great. And then lowering your leg down, hands come under the shoulders. And we're going to come into the runner posture now. So if you come into a balanced posture, your wrists and shoulders are in line, knees and hips. And then you're just going to step forward with your left foot first. And you want to make sure that your knee is just over the ankle, but you're getting a stretch through this back leg. Just hold here. Engage in your core. And then we're just going to raise your arms up. And just sink down. And then lower down. Tucking your back toes under. Going to step forward. And then back. Dropping the left knee down onto the mat now. And then you're going to raise your arms up. And then lower. Great. And then you're going to step forward and come up to a standing position. So from here, we're going to do a calf stretch. So you want to engage your core muscles first, and then we're going to step back with the right foot first and just push down with your heel. And you want to feel as though you're sinking your weight down into the posture, and just tune in with how your balance feels. Using your core, use your glutes, and just push down, knees over the ankle with this leg. So just sinking down. I'm just going to raise your arms up. And then release, stepping forward. And then we'll do the same on the opposite side as you push back. Again, using your core. Really feeling that stretch. Knees just over the ankle. Raise the arms up. And then release. Stepping forward. That's it. So then we come into our warrior posture. So we're going to start with our feet hip width apart. So this posture is really good for getting in tune with that inner strength within you. Okay. So core is engaged as you exhale, just feeling that you've got your weight through your feet. Lengthening through your spine. I'm going to inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, taking your feet wide. We rotate round, back foot rotates. And we're just going to sink down and look over your front hand. Your knee isn't any further than over your ankle. I'm going to inhale, exhale, sink down. Inhale. Exhale. So just really tuning into that balance. And then raise up. Swapping your feet over, arms relax. We'll go over to the opposite side. Hips come forward to start. We're going to inhale. Exhale. Looking forward. So remembering, drop this shoulder back. Sinking down. So I'm just going to shift my foot. I can feel that my knee can go a little bit further. So I'm going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Just hold for a couple of breaths, really pushing down. Inhale, raising your feet. Great. So the final warrior posture that we're going to do, I'm going to change our feet back to the original position. Core is engaged. We're going to inhale, raise up, exhale. And then you're going to turn with your arms at shoulder height. And then as you inhale, we're going to sink down and really lengthen out through from your armpits. Hold a couple more breaths, just feeling that, really connecting with that inner strength within yourself. And then to come out, just relax the arms down, straighten your leg. Lovely. Over to finish on the final side. So adjusting your feet. Turning to face forward. Inhale. Exhale. Turning your arms to the side. And then we inhale. Sinking down. Just lengthening out from your hips all the way through your spine. And then you exhale, take your arms down, out to the side. And then we're just going to drop forward into a final lengthening of your body. So a really nice counter posture to relax your back. And then you're going to walk your feet in and slowly come up to standing. Take a couple of breaths here. Just letting the blood flow back down through your body. Just scanning through your body from your head to your toes, just noticing how you feel. Standing tall, standing strong. And now we're going to come into our relaxed position. We're coming into crocodile posture. So I'm going to invite you to come down to lie on your abdomen on the floor. Okay, so moving into our relaxation now. So we're going to come into crocodile Makrasana position. This is a really fantastic position to help your nervous system just come back into balance. So you're going to take your elbows out to the sides, take your feet out to the side, your heels are turned in, your toes are turned out, and just play around with what feels comfortable with resting on your hands, and just let your forehead drop down. And then from here, just allowing the whole of your body to sink down onto your mat, becoming aware of your face and allowing your face to soften, becoming aware of your shoulders, your arms, and just letting them sink down into the ground. So you want to feel the floor is completely holding you up. Becoming aware of your belly, just letting your belly become soft now as you've released and stretched your upper body, sides of your body. Just feeling your hips and your pelvis starting to sink down into the mat. Taking your focus now into your lower back. Just breathe into your lower back and allow your lower back to soften. And then breathing into the middle of your back. Feeling this wave of softness starting to flow up and down your spine. And then breathing into lower, middle, upper back. And as you exhale, just feeling the whole of your spine softening down now. Becoming aware of your legs and just letting them sink down into the mat. Knees are soft, calves, ankles relaxed. And just feel for the next 3 or 4 breaths your whole body relaxing down, absorbing all of the movements, the changes, the balance that you've brought, the peace that you've brought into your body and your mind. Just let it fill every cell, that space in your body. And then when you're ready, coming out of the posture, you're going to take your hands and just bring them under your shoulders. Draw your feet together. We're going to push up and take your bottom back towards your heels. Again, just adjusting to the position that suits you in extended child pose. Just softening into your arms, head rest down. And then either using your core muscles to lift yourself up or push on your hands. Bring yourself back into a seated position. Take a couple of breaths and arrive in this moment. Namaste.